Evening, guys. Hi, Hippie. Hi, Ian. Have a good race, guys. What do you mean, Ian, with the change of title? I don't know. You lost me a bit there, Ian.
We're using the sports soft tyres for the last race of the series. We've given them a bit of a tryout in the last few practices, and yeah, the majority of the drivers are enjoying them better. So Severy is in. Yes, Severy. Lovely to have you in, buddy. Yep, great stuff. So yeah, great. That's good. Unfortunately, we've been a little bit ravaged with. Yeah, you did make it so really beautiful. Lovely to have you, buddy. Great stuff. I know you're really trying hard. So yeah, Nick, evening. Hope you keep it well, mate. That's it. Get back on track. I've got my camera fixed on you at the moment, so that's Pennzoil out on track. But yeah, oh, there we go. Severy going to get in front of you there. Laps around here. Unfortunately, we've been, like I said, I was going to say that we've been ravished a little bit because of we've now drifted towards the latter part of July, and we're almost into August, and obviously there's like holidays and all sorts of things going on, schools finishing and all that kind of thing. So yeah, we've lost a few drivers for tonight, unfortunately. I guess I'm going to have some. Whereabouts are you going to? Whereabouts are you going on holiday to? It's fairly local. Yep, so join us here. This will be 9 laps with the MX5 Cup. This is the final race of the series. Oh, Peyton Devon. I've been there years ago. It was lovely. Place very nice indeed. Carry on around. Valley and all that kind of stuff as well, so there's lots of nice places around that area too. Yeah, so we're Bristol all the way, yeah, nice. Yeah, Bristol, I love Bristol. So yeah, cool. So it will be down to Payton, but you will be, obviously, weather-wise, very nice. So hope you enjoy it. So yeah, excellent stuff. So yeah, Bristol's here, of course. Videos of that as well, because I know you've been doing that, so we will be starting qualifying pretty soon, so we'll go through the drivers for tonight with us. So
Very true.
we have Where's with us tonight? Where's stepping in this evening? Obviously a bit, and expecting a bit of rain and bad weather. Okay. So the main city anymore. Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, okay. We'll do Richie. Thank you. Drivers out first, and then we'll have the pro drivers following at the 5-minute marker. So once the 5 minutes are counted down, then the pro drivers can then join the track and they can start getting out for their out laps and then their 2 flying laps. So yeah. Yeah, I get that. And the various scarring as well that you'll get with the operations, I guess, but yeah, got a few of those. Okie dokie. So yeah, just summon everybody. And more good luck. There we go. Lovely stuff. We're about to start. So sitting this one out. And we'll be in the main race though. So yep, excellent. And good luck everybody. And we're about to start. And away we go. Yep, so qualifying is 10 minutes. And which allows the Pro-Am drivers to have a nice length of time on track along with the Pro drivers too. So here we go. Excellent stuff. We will see. It'll be Pro drivers. I think Sabri is Pro-Am. So Pro-Am drivers out first. There we go, right, okay. IMSA, yeah, exactly, IMSA. Always trying to gain that advantage. I really don't know, Wes. I really don't know. Anyway, right, so we have Peter, Gary, and Sabri in the Pro-Am class out. They are guaranteed points, of course. Force of habit, I guess. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. But, yep, they are guaranteed podium points here, so it's just a case of which ones though, so it will be a case of which ones can they get. One benefit I guess, when we do have a few missing, points are better for those that are racing. So yeah, Shock is on holiday as well, so Dex is on holiday. DK dropped out as well, so out lap at the moment. We can do no revving, exactly no revving. So it's Peter, and then we have Sabri just coming out from the hairpin. Alongside the lake. The boating lake. Was used for the Olympics at some point, if I remember rightly. Correct me on that one. Sorry, Gary, so Gary number 67 will be coming up to the line now. He's starting his first of his 2 flying laps, and away he goes. So we will get some timing on here. Pretty useful. Everybody on the sports soft tyres for this one. He's a naughty sausage, he absolutely is. He's on the last second at the moment, unfortunately. So, burn that off. As we come through. Yes. It's a lot of fun. An awful lot of fun. We'll change. We'll be changing for the next series, which we have next year. So, last time, last race, we will be using these. Yeah, you see, just on the inside of that line there, picked up half-second penalty as well. Peter also with half-second penalty. So far, Sabri doesn't have the half-second penalty, so maybe Sabri might get a better lap in. We'll see. He hasn't been able to do too much practice with the sports soft tyres with us. Taking that hairpin very smoothly indeed. Very nice and smooth. Very nice and smooth. So we'll burn that off. Yep. Gary already burnt his off. Let's see when we come through around now. Nicely taken. It's coming down to the line and see if we can get a sub 2 minute here. 1:59. We have a 1:59.189. Peter with a 159.074, so Peter goes, takes provisional pole. Severi coming over the line now as well. Will be very close. 2 minute 128, so provisionally in third at the moment. To start the second lap. So all three drivers then on their final flying lap here. Currently Peter leading with a 159.074, nice time. Purple sector though for Jari at the moment. Be looking to improve on that if he can. But yeah, excellent start. See if he can stick into the 158s. I'm sure Peter will be looking to try and do that as well. Just right, you make so much time on it. You get it wrong, you're going to get a penalty, you're going to go wide in the board. So far, everyone else is out now, so all the pro drivers are out at 5 minutes. Brilliantly done, well done everybody. Still having that purple sector. Wow, Peter's got a half-second penalty. So, might cost him to improve at 159.074. Pro Am drivers, of course, so it's just a case of which one of these three position themselves in P1, P2 and P3 for the race. First over the line. The front game. There we go. Well held. This could be a little bit better than 159. I think it's 157. Maybe 158.221, excellent stuff. Peter retired to the bits. I think he knew his time wasn't going to improve there. Severi coming down towards the line, 55.56, 58, 58.706 as well. So Severi taking provisional P2 at the moment as well, but definitely P2 in the Pro Am. Now we'll go to the pro drivers who are out at the moment. Wes currently out at the moment, carrying that half-second penalty, but they are on that outlap, so not an issue. As long as that gets burnt off, and it will do. So that's excellent. So we will still have 2 clean laps. So it's time, so a little bit of beeping there. Maybe a couple of marshals getting a little bit close to the track. Just warning off. There we go. Through the final chicane. As the outer was, slight little touch there. Went a little bit wide. Unlucky. Very easy to do though. We're coming through. Maybe tidy through as well. Very nice and tidy. Kieran. Very nice and tidy as well. With cars paying close attention as well. Oh, unlucky for Ian. Lucky for Ian. Still, he will register a time, obviously, but yeah. Tricky round here indeed. Just getting there's a special one for 296. As you can see. Model was for the Master MX-5 as well. It's a nice little design show here. Just up in front. Wes now, because Wes will be setting the next quickest time. 159.538 in P4 provisional. Nick goes P1 with a 157.386. Coming down through now. And Henry with 159.4. First Kieran, with a 156.853, now takes P1. Ian with a 2-minute 1, but he did have that penalty to burn off, so hopefully this is now nice and steady. And sub 2 minutes out. But yeah, Kieran with a 156.853, Nick with a 157.386. Wes pitting in, so Wes has called it a day at 159.538.
Evening, mate.
So it's just a case of whether Ian and Nick has as well. So Nick's happy with his time.
Got held up a little bit by Wes, but never mind.
It's okay, it's okay, plenty of time.
Alright, the race will be.
Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody, if you're here. Hit that like, more people get to see. Yes, so see these battles that are going to be going on. 6 currently. Kieran improves on that 156.853 as well. Hippie 59.4 set on his first flying lap. We'll be looking to try and get another one going, I'm sure. We're saying no, unfortunate. But yep, it's okay, he's still there. Still have a chance. 9 laps around here as well, so it's quite possible. There we are. So Hippie's coming through. We've got Kieran not too far behind him. Hippie will be setting his time first. Has he improved? He has. So 158.253. Excellent stuff. Kieran with carrying a penalty, so he doesn't quite improve on that. And then we have Ian, who will be coming over. Let's see. 158. Oh, it is 158.823. So Ian also improves. Excellent drives there. Wow, look at those times. 56.8, 157.3, 158.2, 158.2, 158.7, 158.8, 159, 159.5. Wow, it's going to be pretty close action here. That's it, all done. Everybody all done there. Excellent stuff. Well done, everybody. There we are. So Yari, the highest of the Pro Am drivers, currently holding in P3 overall, and Severi in P5, so both have done very well there to get themselves in and amongst the pro drivers. Don't always see that, so very nice to see indeed. So let's have a look at that result, let's get it saved. There we go, lovely, and that's it, beautiful. Yeah, so we got DTR Kieran holding P1 in the pros with Nick in P2, and then we had Hippie in P3. That's the pro drivers 1, 2, 3s there. And then for the Pro Am, we have DTR Yari in P1, and then we had Severi in P2 and Peter in P3. So yep, you can see those times on the right hand side there though, pretty close indeed. From 3rd place to 8th is pretty close indeed. So yep, but yep, excellent stuff. Looking forward to this. Going to be a pretty good race. Rolling start, as always, for these. So yeah, should be pretty good fun. Pretty good fun indeed. Okay, so let's say race starting at 14. At 13 actually. Let's go at 13. There we go. Yeah, we'll get the race started at 13. We're running a little bit late, about 8 minutes behind, something like that at the moment. So yeah, do I have to be so accurate? But yeah, it's nice to get it all on time as best as possible. Okay, so looking good indeed, looking good. Kieran, Nick, Yari, Hippie, Severi, Ian, Peter, and Wes. There we are. Those are our drivers who will be battling it out. So here we go. Let's just wish everyone a good race and the very best of luck indeed. Excellent stuff. There we are. Good luck, everybody. Have a good race. Look after each other. Let's go. And here we are then, everybody. Start of the race, rolling start as I said. So we'll be coming down. There's Wes, Kieran, Nick, Yari, Epi, February, Ian, and Peter, and then we have Wes and Maria. Going through, at least Dom's going to be starting going through the chicane, which is good. Come back down to Kieran then. And away they go. Off. There we go. And Kieran holding into P1 at the moment with Nick in P2. Everyone will condense down as they come down into this first corner. Yari holding on to third place at the moment with Hippie in fourth. Severy in fifth, Ian in sixth. Come down through here now. Kieran's still holding that position, but we do have Ian just looking up the inside, but thought better of it, I think, there. Just tucking in behind Severy. Severy got a little bit wide, no. Whew, very lucky, and no penalty there, so very lucky indeed. And we have, careful. Coming down through. Where's the A? Just going a little bit wide. There we go, okay. Severy, P5 at the moment, Peter into P6. So everyone's still pretty tight together here as we get into the down through into the hairpin. Severy in P5 now. Peter, there we have a bit of a run, and I think Severy had a penalty as well, so I think he had to serve that half-second penalty. That's lost out on that position. Nice and down, well done everybody. Going through. Peter up into fifth now, so very well indeed. It's P2 overall for the Pro-Am. Pros at the moment, just behind Yari. Two, Kieran P1 at the moment, right on board, one of the drivers in the moment as well. Indeed, second penalty, unlucky. Nice and close, keep as close as you can to Yari. 1:33.5, so Kieran with the fastest lap at the moment as well. So yeah, keeping the pressure on the drivers behind. So Holden's up G2. Well, Larry in P3, P4, so he's held on top position, burning that half-second penalty. Together though, so still gonna have a little battle, which is nice, cool. Fun, battle with. Just saying front of Peter when the penalty is served. We do have Hippie as well, so Hippie right with Gary. Got the switcheroo, but yeah, he's coming through. He's got it now. Not kind of they're racing, not necessarily in their own classes, but they are still racing overall, I guess. So yeah, lovely little battle this one. So Gary was in the Pro last series. This series is the place, was promoted into the Pro Am, so yeah, Pro Am driver, so switch them around. Pro Am series. At this rate though, we'll definitely be back in the Pro, I think. Definitely showing Pro intentions. How's that pace? No Shocky this week either. I'm sure Shocky would have probably given some battles as well. And Robbo would have given some battles too. Still overall, so P1 for the Pro Am class, maybe it's P3 for the Pro class, so they're racing together, different classes. Severy, he's now got that little bit of a gap from Peter now, because that 1 second penalty when Peter's to serve. There's a bit of distance now, still 5 laps to go. Gary. Comes back toward the inside. Nice little balance between these two, that's for sure. Indy P3 and Gary P1 in their respective classes. Don't need to race, but they are. They've enjoyed it. They're having fun. They're having fun with these. That's the whole point. It's the last time we'll be using these in this series as well, so this is a series finale for the MX5 Cup. And also we'll be using them. Farewell for them. They served us well, they served us for 3 series. back into Severy soon, but Severy's also got a half-second penalty. That's going to bring him also into the clutches of Peter, so Peter could be in amongst this. This is the Pro-Am class, these three drivers, so Gary, Severy and Peter are all the FM78, they're all the Pro-Am class. Now they're all going to be brought in a little bit closer to each other, I think, because that distance is coming down anyway. Too strong. Too much to his wrist. Down to that wrist, Gary. Indications for it as well. So tough with this. Signal wires. Just getting in there and getting on it best he can. Brilliant stuff, really. There we are. So we can see the two together here. Wes as well, just coming past Severy. That served penalty. So Peter up into P2 now for Pro-Am class. Wes in between him and Severy. Horns go, stop beeping those horns. There we are. Floyd Prudence, the reason why we call him Big Floyd with the brick in the wall livery. So the next five there. Good to see a DTR Dyko. As you can see, just behind. This is a close little battle, this. We will pop up towards the front end in a moment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was you last year, I believe. Well, earlier on in the year, really, wasn't it? So yeah. See it all. On the wheel. Different on the pad. So it's going to be a bit tricky with the pad because it's going to be a bit grippy. So yeah, that first feedback. Where's with a 1 second look going through on the inside. Scott's probably went a bit too deep, and Peter comes out and takes that position. Where's with that 1 second penalty as well, he's going to third that off, so still holding P7, so he's P4 in the Pro class at the moment. So Yari, Peter and Severy still holding those positions respectively in the Pro-Am. Where's will be birding, that's 1 second, that's going to bring Ian back in. Well, Ian burns out the penalty as well, it was quite severe. So you can see that. So, change it a little bit as it goes through. Where's going to be up here, we'll go and see Kieran now up front. Exactly, so back here from half-second penalty. So chicane, so easy through that chicane as well. And as you say, Wes has also been a couple of instances. So Severy, no penalty at the moment, so he will probably take that position from that P5 from Peter, unfortunately, who has that penalty at the moment. Yari just in front, so you can see Pro-Am wise, this is so close between these three now again. Great little battle. Love it. That's what these cars can do, you see, this is the thing. We've got this bit of looseness, a little bit of tightness, that sudden bit of grip, sudden bit of looseness can throw you over those white lines. No fun when you get them. So, it keeps the racing so close though. Yari, so good little time up here. Gives that a little bit of a gap. Severy will be past Peter, that's a penalty off. Let's stay with this one and see what happens. He's managed to get behind. His penalty. And there it is served. Almost level. Very close. Brave move on the inside. Well done, well held, both of them. But but he's got a half-second penalty himself for his troubles. It looks like that was eighth lap as well. There's only one more lap to go after this one, so again these three are so close. Yari, Severy and Peter, this is crazy. This is such a wonderful battle for the Pro-Am. really is. We've seen a few of those this series. Some absolutely fantastic battles. As well as the pro, of course. It's a great race. Right, okay, let's go back up towards the front then. Let's see how it's all going. Kieran, flash dagger, even a flash dagger. Lovely to have you drop in there. Lovely to have you drop in. Thank you. Nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Kieran out in front then at P1 currently. So we have 4-second lead. Might be okay. Yeah, looks like he's okay. Yep. P1 overall then is Kieran from Nick. P2. Then we have Hippie. P3 is hit a 1.5 second penalty somehow, so we must have got that coming through that chicane, I guess, or maybe had a half-second penalty before. Then start going through the chicane, but I'm not sure anyone else is close enough to catch him anyway with the 1.5 second. It's quite heavy. So Yari's 5 seconds, over 5 seconds adrift. Severi now will be looking to, well, will be off here, which means that Peter will then come through, possibly. Once that penalty off, can he just go in front? He's going off into the left-hand side as Severi goes to the defensive line. Righty, some battles going on there. It's a bit of door rubbing. I think both of them tried as best they could to get through there as clean as they could. Neither of them picking up penalties. They're on the final lap as well. So both open here now. So none of them finally getting a penalty. Ian's joining the battle here. So 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th is really close here. Very close indeed. Severi trying to see if he can sneak up on the inside. Oh, I'm not sure. That's a little bit there. I think Severi's just eased off there to let Peter back through. Whereas with half-second penalty, that won't be too much of an issue for the two pro-ams because they're not. So these are in different classes. Whereas so Wes is in the pro class. Congratulations to Kieran. Takes the victory. Well done, Kieran. P1. P2 is Nick. Battle Goitzer. Evening. Yeah, it was a bit weird, a bit odd, a bit strange. And then Hippie will come through and claim P3. Larry in P4. Severi in P5. Ian in P6 and Wes in P7. So Ian got a P6 there. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. That was quite weird, quite strange. Hopefully, hopefully Peter will be able to rejoin us for the GT3 GTDs. But yeah, it was a pretty strange one. But victory there for DTR Kieran, taking P1. Congratulations there, Kieran. Get that on there. There we are. There it is. You got some more laps to come yet, Wes. But yeah, it's a tricky track, isn't it? It is a tricky track. I think depending on the car as well, sometimes, yeah, it can be a bit tricky. But there we are. So Kieran takes P1, and with the fastest lap at a 156.272. Nick in P2, a couple of tenths behind on the fastest lap as well, but just finishing 6 seconds behind in P2. And then we have in P3 was DTR Hippie. And then we had Yari, who was P1 of the Pro. in the Pro-Am, sorry, finishing in P4. Then in P5 was DTR Severy, who finished second in the Pro-Am. We have Peter, who definitely will be P3 for the Pro-Am, so he will be scoring P3 for that. Ian taking P6 there in the end. Wes finishing in P7, and Peter says it in P8, but he will be getting the P3 points for the Pro-Am anyway, so that will happen for sure, 100%. Okay, lovely. There it is. And let me just check. Yep, all done. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, lovely. All right, let's save the replay on that one. Let's get this one changed. And let's quickly get this changed over then, as we need to get into the GT3s, GTDs next. And up they come. There we are. Okay, so this is it, GT3 GTDs. And yeah, I'm just going to see. I'm going to see what happened. Yeah, so anyway, we'll watch a few, get out on track, get some practice going. What's that then? What's that? You're kidding. Tyres should be fine. That's weird. Okay, that is weird. Very sorry, everybody. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, beautiful. There we are. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird there. It's like all the tyres, everything else was fine. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, 4-way is always a bit of a tricky one. 3 is difficult. It's definitely, isn't it? So the X5 goes around. Is it not? Okay, hang on. Change event, hang on. Let's go to that a minute. Hang on. Don't know why it's doing this. Okay, right, I don't know why it's done that. Alright, let's go back to this one. Settings, yes please. Load settings, which is this one here. Load. Settings loaded. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Gonna have to do this by hand, I guess. Everything else is similar and same. That would be there. I don't know why this has gone like that, but never mind. Lovely jubbly, and that one on there, 2 minutes 90, same as, yeah, that's cool. Not sure why that happened, everyone, but it has obviously. Okay, and now we should be somewhere near it, I hope. We could always do the, there we go. Let's do the exercise. nice liveries, and it's just nice. I think we're desperate for the new Astons to come into the game. But, you know, I think that's the thing. So I think we can get that new one in. I think if we keep putting these in, there's someone like, you know, oh, I don't think we need to go with these liveries. But hopefully they'll bring the car in and. Stuff. Right, okay, so we're about to start qualifying everyone. Yeah, it's one of the old cars now, it's not amazing, especially with that stuff. Straight down, as well. Okay, so here we go then, everybody. Here. Keep our fingers crossed, see what comes out. But here we go, qualifying about to start, everybody. And there we are, hopefully everyone's in the right tyres, racing soft tyres for this. Oh, a little spin there by Sayo. He might have done that. Good luck, everyone. Says Simon. Shall we? There we go. Oh. There's fuel then, so Pro-Am drivers will be out first. Try and find, there we are. Still, just got to hook up with the Pro-Am driver. Is she hopping in as well? To say hello? Right. There we go, so leading her out. He will for next time. We'll ride with it next time, says Wes to Hippie. We'll definitely use that livery. Hello, Richie. So there we are, Peter, Yari. Drivers out tonight. Yeah, let's have no revving, please. Kieran, stop revving, please. Thank you. So we need to get that on there. That's what we need. Kieran indeed. Slap wrist for Kieran. Naughty. Right, okay, let's get back to the racing, everybody. Peter leading right then, so he's going to start first the flying laps. Twin turbo V8 on the McLaren. Followed by one turbo naturally aspirated V8 AMG. Again, the aspirated V8 and the Lexus as well. Both AMG pretty nice yeah, we'll get the 720 later. That might come soon. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, Yari with a lap in there, so Sabri with the 138 though, 138.654. Yari with the 139.554. Not sure what happened there. Again, but hopefully stay in there, Peter. Just medium start P3, the Pro-Am. Okay, so Yari now showing purple sectors in the Pro-Am. Sabri was, oh wow, okay, it's probably not the way you wanted to take that one. Oh, such a shame, such a shame. So still has that 139.554. You know, playing with a bit of a bad wrist at the moment as well. So it's very some players with bad wrist slash arm too. So yeah. Okay, so it's 654. Okay, nothing to keep in there. Pros will be out at the 5-minute marker. Approach from young guys, and approach from the dealer. They are indeed. Well, first, 7 minutes to go. at the moment. Just a little bit down on those previous time, but to be his last lap. See if he can make it count, see if he can get any extra time off that. See Sayo in the M4, currently holding P2. Nick is happy with his 138.317, has retired to the pits. Kieran is also happy with 138.690, has retired to the pits as well. And then we have Cars, who's also happy with 139.8, who's also retired to the pits. So it's just Wes, who hasn't improved on his time. And then we have Sayo coming through. Let's see if Sayo can improve. 137.304, so it's an improvement for Sayo. Gets him a little bit closer. But there we are, the time up. Just the right amount of time given. So there we are, yes, Sayo managing just to get that extra tenth or so there, and puts him in P2 for the start of the race. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it is. They'll come better during the race. So yeah, no worries on that one. No worries as long as Hippie's with us. Yeah, definitely Wes. I think it's definitely an improvement there, isn't it? Wow, 136.7. I mean, that's yeah, definitely an improvement. Excellent stuff. Might be a nice balance to the Lambo around here. I generally think it's sort of like an MR, not an MR, an FR track really. I think they have front engine, rear engine, rear drive, but proven me otherwise, definitely. So yeah, excellent stuff. Just waiting for the time to run through here before we start the race as such. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to be like that, Wes. I used to only drive the MRs for quite a while, and then I went into the FRs, and I just enjoyed them a little bit really, and I just don't mind which one I drive now. But yeah, I think the MR, I do have a little bit of a preference to the MR still. I think I do like them. There's a couple of nice ones in this one, a couple of nice V10s and whatnot, so it's always good to hear a nice V10. So all good stuff. Right, okay, so there we are, qualifying over everybody. Let's have a look. Let's check out the times. And there we are, there we have them. Take a screenshot. So we have Wes in P1 with a 136.764, very quick time there by Wes. And Sayo in P2 in the M4 with a 137.304. Then we have in third place Nick with a 138.317. Another good time there. And then we have the first of the Pro-Am drivers in fourth place with DTR Severy with a 138.654. Kieran in P5 with the 138.690. Then we have the second of the Pro-Am drivers in P6. It's DTR Yari with a 139.554. We then have Ian in the pros with a 139.80. And then we have Hippie and in 8th place, and also Peter then in 9th place, neither setting a time, but obviously will be on track and starting with us, so all good. And all good stuff, man, all good stuff. Okay, Koki, right, so race start in 2 minutes. There we go. Okay. We are check tyres as well. So for this one, it's mediums and softs that have to be used. Those are your choices. It's pretty much a one stop, this one as well. So yeah, pretty much a one stop. I think, I'm not sure anyone will try to stop on this one, depending which tyres you go for first, but yeah, definitely. We'll be starting very shortly, but yeah, you can see there, so we have the Huracan, we have the BMW, we have the Porsche, we have the Lexus, we have the AMG, we have a Ferrari, and then we have the McLaren as well. So it's a nice selection in there today. Good to see. 2 Lamborghinis and 2 Porsches, and then we have the BMW, the Lexus, the AMG, and the Ferrari and McLaren. So yeah, excellent stuff. Cool. Right, okay, so here we are then. Race is about to start, everybody. So let's have a good race. Good luck, everyone. Richie sorting out the desserts for after the main course in the chat. Excellent stuff. Why not? Okay, so Hippie, are you with us? I hope you're still with us. You can put that in there a minute. Hope you're still with us, Hippie. About to start the race. I know you missed the qualifying there. I know you did tick in though. The after party, indeed, the after party. Yep. As we start round 6, I'm concerned. I need to know if Hippie's in. Okay, well, we're about to start. Okay, all good. Okay, beautiful. Let's get on with it. Let's race. Let's start. Let's go in. Lovely bubblies. Good luck, everybody. And here we go. There we are. Okay. So, race about to start. So I'm just saying good luck, everyone, again. Excellent stuff. Excellent. And goes to spectator. doing that so far. Kieran right there as well. Larry on the Kieran, very heavy. Interesting to see who's using what tyres at the start here. We'll have a look in a couple of laps time. See where everyone is. And there's Peter. Too far away from the lead. I think it's okay. So, first Peter. So, just gonna again. Waited up. Great sportsmanship that by Kieran. He's waited up for Ian. Back through the seventh race. Where the line is definitely there. Kieran waited at Gigi did. Spot on as well. Okay, back up. Let's see. There's his doing it. Yeah, he's really got the gap there. There's 3.5 seconds. Tyres. Nick. 2.3 is Severy holding on to P4 at the moment, so that's 5.7 so far. So P1 in the pro out. Gary P2 at the fire. 2 laps to be level at the moment. So you know. Six. Very good. Let's close that time right down on Gary. Just squeeze himself back in for the moment. So back there as well with Kieran and Ian. Overtake there, good driving by both. Excellent stuff. Just goes after it now, so we'll be looking to Severy as a guide now. Severy. Martin Racing livery Huracan. good luck as well. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody. And the LM continues. Just a race. steady. Will they manage to carry? Okay, not good to go. Still got that dirt on the tyres now. to go now. Wow, very good sector from the beat. Championship, so next points are going to be going up from this one. See that sun coming down towards the middle. Where's the B3? A comfortable distance now between himself and Kieran as well, so it's the pace of nice and steady. So far, so yeah, excellent hit so far, excellent pace. Severin, one from the throw out, great drive by Severin, well done. Very well indeed. Severin. Gary. So it's done very, very well actually, Gary. Very proud of him. Where's the P3 and the Pro as well, just holding on, so a few more laps to go. Can he hold on from Kieran? last lap was a 1:43, so obviously had a bit of a spin somewhere. We do know Red's obviously something a little bit with his arm at the moment still, so this is a longer race than he probably would only do. He's doing exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. P4. Just thinks it's pretty safe. Will he give us some flashy flashes? I don't know. Maybe not then. No, but he's got a P1. Congratulations, Nick. Well done. GG's, GG's, GG's. Well done, well done, well done. Great race. Brilliantly done. And then Hippie as well. Also a great race. There we go. Straight through as well. Well done, Hippie. Fastest lap of the race as well. 1:36.656. So GG's on that one. Excellent stuff. Then we have these two coming through. Oh, Wes just, yeah. Okay, run out of fuel. I think Wes is out of fuel. He is. Kieran is coming down then to take the win. He's also a little bit out of fuel as well, but Wes out of fuel. Oh, so unlucky. Oh, mate. P4, brilliant race though, brilliant race. Fantastic race. Severy brings it home for P5. GG Severy, well done. P1 in the Pro-Am, and then we'll have Gary as well, who'll be coming over for P2, but yeah, GG, well done. Excellent stuff. Yeah, we'll catch up with it. Yeah, absolutely. Take second from the back. I was going to say, he started at the back. Yeah, I did say it in the comments as well. So yeah, great stuff. Gary will bring home P2 for the Pro-Am. GG's. Well done. Did really, really well. Yeah, excellent stuff. There we go. Oh, I know. It's such a shame as well to run out of that fuel. So close between you and Wes. You had a nice little battles as well with Hippie and Nick. So yeah, that was cool. Great to see, man. Great to see. But there we are. Victory and a clean race for Nick. DTR M3 guy. Congratulations, Nick. GG's. Well done. Let's save that. Replay. And let's get on to this bit is here. There we go. So we'll give a screenshot of that. There we go, and then we'll go back to this part. Yeah. Whew, there we go. So yeah, Nick takes the win. So P1 for Nick. Overall time of 57 minutes and 36.935, and pretty quick lap. You can see there, there's top 4 drivers all getting into the 136s. So we're all showing some great pace there. Which Sayo probably would have tapped into there too, I would have thought, but unable to continue due to technical issues. So yeah, that was a shame. But yeah, Nick taking that P1. We had Hippie in P2. Congratulations also. Happy race. Yeah, happy that Deb didn't race. Yeah. Well, it did allow a space for somebody else to come through, and yep, you've been fortunate enough to do that. You've driven really well tonight. Exceptional drive, well done. Got yourself that P1. Excellent stuff there. Hippie with P2, and then Kieran with P3. Kieran also doing very well after the early incident that he had, so he slowed down, showed great sportsmanship with Ian, and then persevered from there onwards really, and managed to get himself back up to P3 in the end, just managing to get by Wes, who just ran out of fuel. Such a shame. He was holding on to that P3 for such a long time. And Kieran was trying to chase him down, but looked like it got to a point where it's just holding on. It looked like he was just going to hold that 1 to 2 second gap, and to run out of fuel. Where's gutted.